Hello everyone, Mike1217 here. Welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong Country. And here we are going to do my least favorite excuse me, my least favorite level in the game. Elevator Antics. This one has a lot of tricks to it that will just trip you up. I could have gotten a bonus area back there, by the way, but I messed it up. I was supposed to climb up a rope. Man, come on, I have this memorized. I shouldn't be screwing up early on. So this level, it can screw you over in numerous ways. In the beginning of the level, it's mostly random, and then there's shit like that happens, but I really shouldn't be getting hit by that. Let's try this again. Let's start this from the beginning. And, actually, let's get this bonus area this time, just because it's gonna bother me that I didn't get it. I think it's just a Kong spelling thing, so I don't really care about it. I don't know why I even, because I'm not getting 100%, I might as well at least try to win the bonus levels. So, whatever. So here you want to jump as far as you can to hit that necky. Otherwise, you will oftentimes risk yourself getting hit by it. Now, these snakes can really catch you off guard, so you have to just be able, you really just have to learn where they're going to show up, because if you're not prepared for them, they can get you every time, and they just annoy me so much. And I've pretty much memorized where all the surprise snake appears are going to be, like right here. Well, that's not really a surprise. If you wait too long in that rope, that will be a surprise. Now, this can be kind of difficult. I have a tough time because you have to stand between these. I try to speed underneath that and speed under and like go under both of them at once. I never make it. I've always gotten hit by the second one. This isn't too bad. Just kind of wait a little bit, jump, get ready for the snake or not. Just always be prepared for a snake if you're gonna land on a ground and you can't really see what's coming. So this, we have these guys kind of overlapping, so just kind of hang around, not too bad. There's going to be a surprise snake here, I know about that one. See, you can tell I've just done this, I've just got it memorized. This is one of those levels you just have to memorize how it's laid out. And there you go, checkpoint. So the second half of the level, Donkey Kong's going to really come in handy here, because you're going to have a lot of clumps that are blocking your path. And it's good to be able to jump on them. Get rid of that guy can be annoying. This clump, I just like to just wait for him to go away. I mean, again, I'm well aware that Diddy can roll into those, which that's something you're gonna have to keep in mind if you're stuck with Diddy, because like a spot right here, you're gonna have to roll into him like that with Diddy Kong to get through it. And there's one spot actually coming up right here where you have to roll into him with Diddy. It's really awkward. You'll see what I mean when we get to it. This clump here, he just kind of moves around in this little passageway, so you can't, like, jump into the platform and quickly jump away from him and avoid him. You're not going to avoid him if you're playing as Diddy Kong, so you have to be prepared to roll into that clump right here if you're riding that platform up. So that's something to keep in mind. Thankfully, there's a DK barrel right after him, in case you do lose Donkey Kong. You know, really late in the game is where Donkey Kong's uses really come out, because you'll see in other levels where he can really come in handy against these enemies. And I think actually the boss of this world is very much appreciated to have Donkey Kong. That mecha kind of pisses me off. Okay, I'm going to switch to Diddy Kong here, because his roll jumping is going to really help me with these jumps. The jump I'm about to do here is really tough, and I hate this jump. Hopefully I can pull this off. If you don't time it right. Okay, there we go. That can be scary. I don't really have a good explanation of why that jump's hard, it just is. This one, I'm not gonna roll jump, I'm just gonna jump. Because if I try to roll jump, I'm gonna hit that B. And that won't be nice. Damn it. We're almost done. This should actually be the end of the level. So, alright, the muscle memory paid off. I don't think I died. Did I die? I did die. Like, I died in a stupid way early on. Go figure. So that wasn't so bad. I'm glad that ended up going over well. And now we have Poison Pond. This is a water level. I think this is the last water level in the game. And I love the green tint to it. and kind of demonstrates the poison pond. Though there's no actual poison gimmick to it. You might think that poison pond would be like one of those things where you have like a time limit. That would have been interesting if they made like a time limit. Like, if you don't get out fast enough, you'll choke in the poison. But yeah, this level is actually it's actually kind of difficult. But as long as you just take your time and don't get too hasty, it shouldn't be too bad. I might die a few times here. So we get to relax for a little bit before our next fast-paced level. You'll see what it is once we get to it. So I guess when we don't have anything to talk about here, I can talk about the off-topic thing that I was going to go into in that one level. I was saying I was going to go... I had a subject in mind in case I ran out of commentary. I'm going to talk a little bit about The Hobbit today. I'm not going to give any spoilers, even though... I mean, it pretty much follows the book pretty exact. I mean... I don't know what there would be to spoil. I guess I won't spoil, like, how things turn out. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But, I'm just gonna say that it was really good, and I think it's better than some people are saying. I don't see this series living up to The Lord of the Rings. And that's mainly just because, and just like the main point here, is I cannot see this being a trilogy. I just don't see what the... Like, I can't imagine what the second movie's gonna offer. Like, I can totally see this being a 2-movie, thing here. Just, damn it. Like, just with the way the first movie left off, it just seems like a second movie's enough to finish it. I cannot imagine 2 more 3-hour movies. And I'm kind of worried about the other 2 movies, to be honest, especially the second one. I just don't feel like they're gonna get anywhere with the second movie. I don't know what they're gonna accomplish in it. I know in the third one they're gonna have a conclusion. That's pretty obvious. Really, I mean, as far as I know, it just seems like the first one definitely does its job. It's definitely worth seeing, and I definitely do recommend it for fans of the book. I just don't want to wait till I'm 24 years old to see Smaug get defeated. I don't know. It's always something that kind of bothered me about Peter Jackson. I mean, he's a good filmmaker, but he just drags things out too much. Like that King Kong movie being 3 hours long is just ridiculous, because the original was an hour and a half long and effectively told the story fine. And I know movies these days are getting longer and longer as we go. It's almost like inflation. Like, if you want to go into economics here, it's almost like inflation. And that's kind of how movies work these days, is that they're just getting longer and longer as we go. Like Skyfall, for example, that was the most, like, before I saw The Hobbit, the newest James Bond movie, Skyfall, was the most recent movie I saw in the theater. Damn it! So that was actually kind of hard. I'm gonna have to start cutting ahead, and I'll pick up where I left off in a bit. Okay, I think the best thing to do right here is to stay on the floor. I think that worked out pretty well for me. Okay, but anyway, what was I was talking about Skyfall. I brought it up just because it's also kind of a long movie, and considering what it is, it's a Bond movie, and those usually aren't that long, from what I recall. And it's interesting how just movies today are, like, the standard is 2.5 hours, where it used to be 2 hours when I was younger, and now, you know, and earlier in the day it was like an hour and a half. So now the standard's 2.5 hours, and soon 3 hours would be the standard, and then 3.5. Pretty soon we'll be having 5-hour movies, you know, regularly. I just think that'd be, I don't know. I don't really see that happening, but you just never know. I mean, maybe that's what people would need to tell stories. I just can't imagine you needing that long to tell a story, like 3 hours to tell. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna end this subject now because I'm kind of not going anywhere with that discussion. That's really all I have to say. I just don't see how you need that long to tell the story. But anyway, let's just focus on the level now, because I'm not playing as well now that I'm talking about something else. And I'm kind of getting nervous. I don't even know if I hit the checkpoint yet. I've been ranting too much. Okay, just get up here. This level's a lot harder than I remember it being. I was saying at the beginning that this isn't that bad, but it is actually kind of tricky. There's a lot of things that just come out of nowhere. The squid things are what really bug me here. And we still do have the soothing music, which I feel bad now that every time I get into a aquatic ambience movie, seriously, like, God, you're just getting your words mixed up. This has been the worst commentary ever for a level, in this level right here. Ugh. But yeah, every time I get into a water level, I have to bring up aquatic ambience, and I feel kind of bad about it because I'm nerdgasming over it. It's like, yeah, we get it, we get the point, you like the song, now shut up about it. Oh, it doesn't really fit this level quite as much though, just because you have a poisonous pond, you have these dangerous spiky ball things, and this fish is scaring me. I'm gonna take this really slow. Again, I don't know if I hit the checkpoint yet. I would think by now I've had to hit the checkpoint. This is a long ass level if I haven't hit it yet. It's not too bad right now though. Just take your time. You have to wait for this guy to go back up or back down. Ugh. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, you're supposed to go in that crevice there. Forgot about that. Yeah, we're almost to the end. This is the part I think I remember mentioning this in an earlier episode. This has a big barrage of fish coming at you, and it would be kind of tricky. It would be really nice to have Diddy here. I don't see myself getting through this. I definitely have the checkpoint, though, because I saw the red arrow, so definitely almost there. The end is right after that. Yeah, I'm thinking the thing you want to do with these parallel fish is just, yeah, go up against the ceiling like that, and they won't hit you. Okay. There is something to keep in mind there, so we're learning at least. And now it's pretty easy, so I'm gonna cut this out. I should make it through this without dying. Knock on wood. But yeah, like up until the big fish barrage, this isn't that bad. I have to remember to go in that crevice once we get to those two things going against each other. I guess I can just keep talking since I'm getting close anyway. No point really cutting out, unless I'm gonna get hit by that. Alright. Doing good now. Oh, we have to go really quick there. Okay. So I made it through there. We have our extra hit. Let's just not lose it early. Like I almost did. Pretend like you have one hit. Pretend like you don't have Diddy Kong. Alright. So far so good. G, that's good. That's good. I'm just gonna go up the top. Oh wow, we have that. Okay, just go, 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 go. Okay, should be fine. There might be like a troll fish. Oh no, there wasn't a troll fish at the end. I'm surprised Rare didn't do that. Okay, so that's definitely gonna be an episode right there. And next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong Country, we'll actually do the second of the two minecart levels, Minecart Madness. This one's actually quite a bit easier than the first one, so knock on wood, I should do fine here, but you never know. So, thank you guys for watching. This has been Mike1217, and I will see you in the next episode of Let's Play Donkey Kong Country.